News every 15 minutes, weather every 10, and sports twice an hour.
News Talk KGVO, AM 1290 and now 101.5 FM.
You're listening to Montana Morning with Peter Christian.
Guilty pleas draw a 50-year prison sentence. Good morning, everyone. This is Montana Morning. It's Thursday, July 3rd, 2014. Cloudy sky right now. We've got 62 degrees. It is warm outside. It's going to get up right around 90 or so before we're done with the day today. Our newscast this morning is sponsored by Dig It Excavating, bringing 30 years of excellence to every job. Call 214-4292. A Polson man who was charged with trying to hire someone to kill his former girlfriend so that she couldn't testify against him in a rape trial has entered a plea agreement that calls for a 50-year prison sentence. Jeff Smith with Cur AM reports 56-year-old Dennis Hobbs pleaded guilty yesterday to 2 counts of rape, stalking, and tampering with witnesses. Under the plea, prosecutors agreed to dismiss charges of solicitation of deliberate homicide and assault with a weapon. Both the prosecution and the defense agreed to recommend Hobbs be sentenced to 50 years in prison with no time suspended. District Judge James Manley scheduled sentencing for August 27th. On Tuesday, Missoula County Sheriff's deputies responded to a road rage incident in which a woman brandished a handgun at another driver. Public Information Officer Paige Pavolone says the incident occurred about 3 p.m. as 2 individuals, a male and a female, were traveling north into Missoula from Lolo. The 2 drivers brake-checked each other until they got to the intersection of Highway 93 and Blue Mountain Road.
They got stopped at the light right by Blue Mountain Peak there at 93 South, and the male rolled out his window to yell at the other female occupant, and then she brandished a firearm that she pulled out of her purse or glove box. So the male just upset him even more, so he got out of his car at the red light and then went to approach her. She drove off.
Pavolone said law enforcement personnel intervened by the time they got to Missoula.
Both vehicles went into Walmart parking lot where city units and the Missoula County Sheriff's Office responded and consulted with both parties. The weapon was secured and statements were taken from both parties, and it was determined that it was a road rage incident that was just mishandled. Both
were warned and released. The information was forwarded to the Missoula County Attorney's Office to determine whether or not charges would be filed. A 21-year-old Victor man arrested after a high-speed chase faces numerous charges after attempted deliberate homicide after the sheriff's deputy said the man tried to run him over. Logan James Brown was arrested Monday night and appeared before Justice of the Peace Robin Clute on Tuesday on 6 felony and 4 misdemeanor charges, whose bail was set at $200,000. Well, the Independence Day weekend's going to be hot and dry, sending hundreds of people to western Montana rivers to cool off by boating, swimming, or floating. Spokeswoman for Montana Fish, Wildlife and Parks, Vivica Krauser, cites the #1 way to stay safe on the water this weekend.
One of the biggest things to keep in mind when you're heading out, to put a life jacket on. That really buys you lots of peace of mind and time if you do run into trouble. If you've got that life jacket on, you can focus on getting yourself to shore or back in the boat.
Krauser says another important rule is to never go into the water alone and always to let someone know where you're going before you leave.
So if you're heading out to the river, be sure to go with somebody else, and not only with another person or a group of people, but to also let somebody that you're leaving behind to know what your plans are so they can check in on your group as well.
Krauser also reminds water lovers that jumping off bridges can lead to tragedies such as what happened last summer, almost a year ago, when Corey Allen Hewitt jumped into the Clark Fork River and landed on Andy Hill, causing severe injuries. A 52-year-old Bridger woman has died after falling into the fast-moving water in the Clarks Fork of the Yellowstone River at a fishing access site south of Bridger. Carbon County Sheriff's Lieutenant Josh McQuillan told the Billings Gazette the Sheriff's Office got a 911 call about 6:30 Tuesday evening. Rescuers found the woman's body about 3 miles downstream 2 hours later. McQuillan said the case is still being investigated. A 10-year-old Bozeman girl has died of injuries suffered when she was accidentally run over by a trailer. Micah Eckenfels tells the Bozeman Daily Chronicle his niece, Naya Reed, died early Monday at Primary Children's Hospital in Salt Lake City. She was injured about 5 p.m. on Sunday. Bozeman police say Naya was sitting on a trailer that was hooked up to a pickup truck. A relative went to move the truck and didn't realize Naya was there. She apparently was run over by the trailer. Bozeman police are searching for a woman who has lost contact with her family and seems to have disappeared after visiting a local Walmart. Here's a representative from the Sheriff's Department.
We are seeking assistance in locating a female. Her name is Sherry Dewey. She's 53 years old, about 5 foot 6 inches tall. She weighs about 130 pounds, and she has blue eyes, and currently she has black hair. We know that she was last seen at Walmart at about 11:30 a.m. on Sunday, June 29th.
And Sherry Dewey's vehicle is also missing.
She is likely driving a black and silver 1995 Toyota T100 pickup, and she just did not come home. We just have not heard from her, and the family's concerned about her, and certainly, of course, the police department as well.
Anybody with information about the case has to call the Bozeman Police Department. That's 406-582-2010. The Ravalli County Sheriff's Office, in conjunction with the County DUI and Underage Drinking Task Forces, conducted alcohol compliance checks Saturday, June 28th. Under Sheriff Steve Holton says an underage person is teamed up with a deputy to see if they can purchase alcohol.
If the employee or the clerk at the store asks for the ID, that person provides it. We don't trick anybody or use fake IDs or anything. They just provide their own valid ID, and if the establishment sells alcohol, we cite the employee under a state liquor violation.
Holton says there were 4 businesses out of 20 tested that failed the compliance check.
We did actually 20 businesses on Saturday, and there were 4 that failed out of those 20. The Victor Sinclair in Victor, the Long Branch Saloon in Victor, the Flying Pig Bar in Victor, and then the Rocky Knob down at Sula.
Even though only 4 businesses failed the compliance check, Sheriff Chris Hoffman said a 20% failure rate was disappointing. Along with picnics and fireworks, Montanans are being encouraged to display an American flag for the 4th of July. U.S. Flag Code directs that flags on display 24 hours a day be illuminated at night, and it's okay to leave a flag out in bad weather as long as the material is designed for it. Mike Buss, with the American Legion National Headquarters, says the flag is a symbol of unity that can be honored by all citizens regardless of their political views.
No matter what party is in office, it represents all of us. It represents our country. It represents what we believe in, our freedoms, and we should always think that the flag is that, and then it should be respected as such.
He also addresses a misunderstanding when it comes to American flag clothing.
As long as an article of clothing or anything really is not made from the United States flag, then that's fine. We see many people that will have the United States flag maybe silkscreened on a T-shirt. That's great. They're being very patriotic.
And finally, a longtime radio meteorologist running for the state legislature is out of work after his opponent demanded free equal airtime. Democratic House District 43 candidate John Pulaski, I know John, tells the Billings Gazette he was taken off the air before the June primary election. Real estate agent and Republican Clayton Fiscus had demanded equal airtime from Pulaski's employer for their broadcasting. News Talk time now is 6:10. Make that 6:10.
News Talk, KGVO.
Missoula's official weather station.
Partly cloudy skies today with a chance of showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures will top out in the low 90s. We'll keep isolated showers and storms in the forecast for the 4th of July. High temperatures Friday will be in the low 90s. I'm meteorologist Brooke Foster for KECI 13.
And we do have a partly cloudy sky outside my patented exclusive weather window. We've got 62 degrees in Missoula right now.